Welcome back to Summit Sunrise, hanging out with my first guest from the Lake Dillon Theater. We have Josh Blanchard and Selah, who I'm just meeting for the very first time. And tell me a little bit about you. Where are you from? What are you doing here?
Sure. I'm from Kansas City, Missouri originally.
Okay.
This last year I was based out of Chicago, and now I'm heading back to New York. So I'm based there auditioning and acting, and I'm out here for The Owl and the Pussycat.
Okay, let's discuss this. The Owl and the Pussycat. I've never heard of this show before. Josh, what's it all about?
It is a romantic comedy by Bill Manoff that's set in the mid-'60s. Some people might remember the George Segal Barbra Streisand movie, which is based on the same story, but the stage version is a little different. And Selah is one of the two cast members. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the show?
Sure. So it's 2 people total in the cast, and I play Doris. And it's really a story of opposites attract. And Doris is a little bit boisterous, and she's a lot to handle, and the other gentleman is very kind of quiet and reserved. So it's a lot of fun to watch these two characters come together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, how did you end up out here from Chicago? How did that work?
Well, I've known the Lake Dillon Theater for probably about 8 years now.
Wow.
Originally, I was in Colorado. I was living in Denver when I first met them. And so I've been back and forth with them for a
And
while.
Selah's done a lot of work with
Yeah.
us, so I know folks will enjoy seeing her in this role, which is something a little different than
It
I
is
think what
different.
you've done before.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of, you've known the theater for 8 years. I've known them for about the same. But the people in this community have just loved this theater for years and years and years. And speaking of that, I know you guys have a big anniversary
We
that you're
do.
celebrating, which is what?
Next year is the Lake Dillon Theater Company's 20th anniversary season. We're super excited about it. We just announced our 2014 season. And it is, of course, what we always do, which is a wide variety of different types of programming for the guests and the residents here in Summit County. So we have musicals, we have comedies, we have 3 regional premieres, we have a couple of wonderful dramas, and we're really excited about the diversity that next season is going to offer. And in addition to all the shows that we have, we also have a new cabaret series. We've just hired a full-time year-round education director from New York. Tim Paré has joined our full-time staff, and so we have incredible education programs that we're rolling out for next season. So it's going to be a big one for Lake Dillon Theater and for Summit County.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Now, let's back up just a little bit. So if people want to see Selah now in The Owl and the Pussycat, when is that running? When does that open?
That opens this Friday, August 30th, and it's going to run for 4 weeks. We have performances on select Tuesdays through Sundays. And I should mention that Selah's counterpart on stage is a wonderful, talented gentleman, Scott McLean. Audiences are going to love the two of them bantering and falling in love and just really having fun with the two characters. So that runs for September. And then our annual fall Broadway Then concert is going to be the last weekend in September. This is when we celebrate the music of the golden era of Broadway. And Selah's going to be sticking around and joining us for that concert as well.
They must really like you. Have you stick around for that long. And so, Selah, are there any moments during the show do you have a favorite moment that we should kind of look for? Is there like a favorite element that you really get excited about?
I do. The comedy is 3 acts, and we've kind of separated it into 2 parts. But the last portion, the last few pages of the script are really my favorite.
Yeah?
So you have to stick in through the end. But it's a lot of fun, set in the 60s. It'll be a lot of fun things for people it's nostalgic. It'll be a lot of fun for people. So,
all right, you guys. So the best way to get tickets for all of these wonderful events you have coming up is what?
Go to our website, lakedillontheater.org, and you can go online, you can pick out your seats, you can get your tickets for the show. You can always also call our box office, which is a local 970 number, 513-9386. And we can get you tickets to whatever event you like. The tickets for next season has not been posted online, but I will mention that we've just announced the season, and if you want to purchase a season pass for next year, we have a couple of different season pass options. Those prices are good at current very low rates. It's $84 in savings. It includes free wine at the theater, but you've got to get it before September 1st.
Okay.
So too many details to share right now, but if
Yeah.
you're interested in that, go to the website and learn more, or give us a call and we'll be glad to talk you through the different ways that you can become a season subscriber and all the benefits that are involved.
All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for coming on this morning. It's so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And we have to take a quick break here on Summit Sunrise. We have more coming your way on this Monday edition, so don't go anywhere.